Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 37 of my Rags to Riches Cottage Living Edition. And if you are returning, welcome back. And Kendrick needs to do his work task, which is to splice a plant. And he also needs to do that for the gardening aspiration. So I'm going to go work on that. So I took a look at Carl Sim's site for the splicing because I used to do it all the time. But with seasons and the changes to the gardening that happened before seasons, where the rare items barely came, I stopped doing it and started getting it from Patchy or rare seed packets. And now we can get it from Realm of Magic. We can get it, honestly, we got our orchid from the birds, which we planted. But we're going to craft to try and get the orchid anyways, as well as the bird of paradise. And that was something I didn't need for a long time because you got that. You can get that when you go to the city for one of the two festivals. I think the Romance Festival. So, Snapdragon, and I'm just another Snapdragon. I'm trying to look, where did my lily go? There's my lily. So we're going to take a cutting of that lily over there, and we're going to graft it onto this Snapdragon. Now, their garden, some of the items went back to mounds, so I used cheats to reset them to where they were because that is a known bug, and I'm not accepting that. I have to take that. So I didn't do anything other than that. Obviously, I'm not going to do that with the orchid because we just planted the orchid and the dragon fruits weren't grown yet, so I've left it. It was just things that I knew for sure had already grown, and then they weren't anymore. Okay. So this now is Snapdragon, Orchid, and a Lily. Yay for that. And now to get a bird of paradise, you need to graft a tulip and a chrysanthemum. And I thought we had both. Let me look. Can I find a tulip? And if I can't find a tulip, the garden is so big. I know we don't need it because we have the bird of paradise over there. And there's an onion. I thought we had a tulip. Well, I may have to... Oh, there's our tulip. Okay, so our tulip is there. And I know a chrysanthemum looks like this type of a plant. That's what my recollection is. That's a strawberry, dragon fruit, and snapdragon. And I think it's such a big... Oh, well. I must have a chrysanthemum already. And it can't be out here because it wouldn't be, because there I think summer and fall are the snapdragons. So it wouldn't make sense to be out there. Oh, looks like, oh look, these ones didn't go into, I harvested everything else before I exited the game, because a lot of times these things will go into my inventory and I have a lot of things there. So you can see the dragon fruit there that I didn't change anything with that. Or the bird of paradise, or these newly planted snapdragons. Well, I think I'm going to have to look. At least he's got it for his work task, and that's what matters for that. And I didn't even see the money coming in. There's the chrysanthemum, just as I give up. We're going to take a cutting of the chrysanthemum because I want more chrysanthemums than tulips. And we can always plant another tulip if we want to have another tulip, because we must have tulips. There it is. So this is only normal. We'll put it there. I know I don't have to do that. It's just easier. So we're going to graft onto that tulip, and then we will have him plant this. And he also, for his aspiration, needs to fertilize some plants. There we go. We got that done. And we want to fertilize so we can get this done. Oh, that's the other thing that happened. Let me finish this and then I'll go back, and I want to fertilize this with something more valuable if we have anything. Those are 30, and I don't want to use my cowplant berry. That's only 24. Pomegranate's only 30 also. Maybe I need to go into where I stored some things before we do this, because I really would like to fertilize it with something better than what we have there. So, yes, little miss over here. I set her up to make 2 drinks because she needed to do, I think, 5 excellent drinks. and she needed 3 more. She needed 5 in total, but she needed 3 more. So I was like, I'll have her do 2, and then I'll show you her finishing the aspiration because I'll have her make the 3rd one on camera. Well, she made it by herself. So she finished the aspiration all by herself. So yeah, so here's the 3 drinks that she made, one of which she chose to make on her own, and the other 2 I told her to make. So yeah. Anyways, let's put this over here. I left them there so I could show you her 3 drinks she made to finish this aspiration. So she is done with that one. But she needs to get 2 more levels of the culinary career to max that one. So we'll leave that for now. And that's the banana bread. And the reason I'm going to leave her to make the drink. And so what I was going to do, now that she's completed the aspiration and we don't need the bar right now, I was going to take this bar and stick it in our family inventory. And instead of having a bar there, put like the island or something like that there, just as a a stopgap. And if we have a party where we need a bar, I'll just swap them. But she's just constantly making these drinks. And even I think Penelope has been making drinks. And I just don't want her to make drinks. Just don't. But speaking of Penelope, can you release a track? Let's keep working on your music. Though that doesn't really help that much. So then I'm sure that's kind of a small outfit for being out in the freezing cold. I actually thought that it was a waste of my time to have covered this area because winter was almost over, but it got cold again and snowy and slightly dirty. So I think we need someone to do that. What are you doing? You're grabbing a serving. That's okay. So here, I put it back here. This is where it is. Let me open our view inventory, I should say, and try and see if I can see anything in here that has more value. That's what I want. This bird of paradise, 51. Things that are 50 and over are supposed to boost them for for evolving quicker. So we're now going to fertilize that with that lonely little orchid that we put in our inventory. Of course, now he still has a lot of stuff in his inventory. He just only has 1 orchid, so I need to scroll down. I'm just curious how much. Oh, that lily was 52. I didn't even need to do this. May as well just use the lily. It was an orchid, bird of paradise, I should say. Yeah, so that is that. And you got this drink again, my dear. Salty llama. How much is that worth? I don't know how good it is to have all this mixed stuff on the table because I think sometimes it doesn't work quite as well. Now, we can start fizzing. I don't know who put it in there, but she'll do it. So what I was thinking of doing, I have to check in on Eric's needs, how awake he is trying to do these. We could just call Agatha over. I was thinking of going into town to, do it there, but it might just be as easy to see if she can come here. So let me look and try and ask her, because it's not even guaranteed. If it was the grocery person, because we know she's always there, but because Agatha and Agnes swap between the 2 of them, it's not guaranteed that Agatha is even going to be there. I don't know if there's certain days of the week that Agatha's there and other days that Agnes is there. I have never paid attention. So if you've noticed that maybe one is there on, these particular days versus the other one on the other, let me know. It may be that there's a pattern, or it could be completely random. So let's invite her to come over so we can try and get that done. And she still has this eating the mushroom mash, but she works today, does she not? Yeah, so I don't think today works very well for that. So we're going to burn that track, and then maybe let's take a look what she's been working on. So what I realized from Winterfest is that these free roam portable computing devices, I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but those unlock I think with the writing career, so right now they're locked for us, but because we got 2 of them as gifts, we have them. But yes, technically they would not be available. So we can't do that because that requires us to put this guitar in the world there. And then if I click on it, now we can resume that dramatic ballad. And she doesn't have anything in her inventory she hasn't started a song, obviously, for this. So, and I think she's high enough with the piano to be able to write a song. Good, I did ask her. I was like, was that Agatha? Did I ask the right Crumplebottom over? I did. So let's look at her piano. She's maxed it. Of course, she's high enough. All right, well, she's here already. That was pretty quick. That was very quick. So let's come over here and deliver raspberries. Or raspberry, whatever. I thought it was raspberries. Deliver a raspberry. Oh, only one. And this is going to give us oversized crop seeds, fertilizer, and a chance to receive a berry or mushroom to plant. Well, what we need is that mushroom we're missing. Oh, again, we didn't get very much from the fizzing. I find it seems like almost you get quite a bit right at the beginning, and then you don't get so much. So it looks like we got a grow fast fertilizer and watermelon seeds. And if we got any berries, they were ones we already had. So, all right. So we've done that. So let's deliver the dessert. Oh, we can't offer help with errands. She mustn't have any errands. She doesn't have any errands. That's all right. I think we're going to be a little bit busy. This new boo's coming tomorrow, so I don't think we're going to have time. Or oh, really? So this banana bread does not count as a dessert, or else because it's the whole thing. Why don't we pick up a serving and see if that works? And if worse comes to worse, I seem to recall cheese works. So put that in your inventory. I don't know why you're walking all the way over there to put that in your inventory. Okay, so now let's see if this works. Just because I'm curious. Because if it doesn't, then it's kind of annoying that baking stuff doesn't count as dessert. No, it doesn't count as a dessert. Well, that is frustrating. That it doesn't count as dessert. Let's look in our fridge and see what we have in here. Oh, I know what we did have. We have Scout cookies. I actually was like, well, let's bake something. Yeah, no. Let's see if the Scout cookies work as a dessert. Friendly. I'm pretty sure cheese has worked. Oh, and look, we even have this banana cream pie, but I don't remember. Let's try these cookies. Let's try these Scout cookies. Yes, the Scout cookies count as a dessert. Now, I'm curious. I'm just going to put them because you'll have the option. Let's just put this all in our inventory and it'll just tell us anything that's considered a dessert. So we'll try this one again. She might like to feel the baby since she's all about romance and stuff. So she probably likes little Nuboos too. Deliver dessert. So all of those are considered dessert. The banana cream pie, the Scout cookies, and the winter cake. I guess maybe the banana bread is thought of as a bread, whereas I think of banana bread kind of as a dessert. So maybe it's not just baked goods because I think the banana cream pie is under the baking. I will take a look and try and remember to put a note. I don't want to look right now. So we should have that, and then we should see what we get. I know for sure I didn't do the cake, so let's put that. And actually, I'm pretty sure I said banana cream pie. And we may as well put this banana bread here. And where'd it go? Oh, and there we go. Oh, he's got a call. What's his call? Oh, right, he has. Okay, all right. Weird science. Academic punishment seems right since that's our only option. Manners increased, but empathy decreased. Okay. They'll learn their skills soon enough once we have this Nubu in the house and they're all helping look after the Nubu. Plus, they can help look after Nanami too. So she got lettuce seeds. She got this gnome. Just curious what it was valued at. And it looks like, I think that was the fertilizer she probably got before, because they're still showing these watermelon seeds that we got before as new. So, well, we know we can't do a task. So, and we know she's not going to, well, it's very unlikely she's going to get a promotion. And you are awake. Oh, right. They just from me. I'm like, I was mixing that up. Happy from engagement. So we have give rabbit report and make a cross stitch. Now, where is your cross stitch? You have no cross stitch, because I think I was working on your knitting skill is what I was doing. So why don't you get some leftovers, which I obviously skipped over. So let's try this again. Okay, so it's not on the top. Do we not have leftovers? We don't have any food in the fridge. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's why. All right, well, I'll have to make some food, and they're going to get through the rest of their day. Let's see where Kendrick is just before we do it. So we have to plant. I think we have a cow plant in our inventory. I'll check and take it out if we do. And they have 4 of 10 excellent plants. So let's take a look here and check the gifting. So can we give a gift? No, it's too soon to give a gift. So we're kind of just like stuck. We can have him, he might do some socializing there. So they're just going to get through the rest of their day, and I will be back. Well, it's later, and both Penelope and Willow are at work. Willow just went to work. She started at 6 o'clock. And I have Kendrick reading to Nanami because she needs to be read to for 2 hours. She's got 1 of those 2 hours done. Yay. And she had an embarrassing school day. Now we get the pop-up for the chef. I don't know that we need 2 chefs in the family. Though if they ever moved out on their own, it would be good for him to have also done this. I didn't really want 2 of them to be working. But level 5 is good because and then you only have 3 more levels to get through it. I'm going to let him be a chef. He will quit once he gets to level 8. That's not, and then we got money. Let's put him on the cooking aspiration. Because since he got it, we're going to, oh, look at this. He's got nothing. He's level 7 at cooking. Well, he's the one level 3. At least he has some cooking skill. And of course, I'll have to get that bar back, which I did put away. I might just get the portable bar, to be honest, because then I can take it in and out of their personal inventory and not have to go into the build mode all the time. So what I did was I moved what was here over here, and then I got these 2 rounded edges, so I spent the money on that, which actually they like to work with a lot. So this is the same. It's just that this was sitting like this, and instead I moved it like this, and I put those over there. And by it being rounded, they can walk around it and stuff better. Anyway, so he's going to have to work on that. Because he will work tomorrow, I assume. Oh, he didn't work today anyways. Yeah, he needs to get his mixology skill up. I think we have a book for that. So he may as well, once he's done with all of this, do a brain-boosting yoga routine. It might get him inspired. But like I said, this is for him is like just short. And honestly, even for Willow, I may just quit the career once she gets to level 4 and has completed the aspiration. I will see. I might keep one of them in it. But yeah. So let's go back and check in on Kendrick here, who is doing this. So let's actually swap him over to the family aspiration. They're not allowed to do the fortune until they make their own fortune. So that's discipline. And right. So we have the read to a child for 2 hours already. And there's that violin that we made for Nanami. So good. And now Kendrick. Now, actually not Kendrick. Let's look at you. You still need to read. You're not quite there yet. So this is the hidden embarrassed moodlet there. He must, I don't know if he failed at scrubberooing himself. He obviously did not because he seems very clean now. So they're just trying to I'm trying to speed up and get through this so that she can go on to the next part and do her homework while focused. Honestly, it doesn't look like things are moving very well, so I think I'm going to reset him. Because it just seems like nothing. There's no timer. Oh, now, no, she's not frozen. She actually got a good amount. We're going to take the training. We need to get that promotion. So now, I thought she was reset because I thought that was like a T-pose. And it may have reset her, but it didn't T-pose her. So I guess we'll reset it. It probably doesn't need to be. So we're going to read to child, and we're going to pick that up and hope that that will work. Oh, it got through anyways. It just seemed to it was kind of stuck. Because, I mean, they've been reading since before she went to work. And it's now 8 o'clock. So that's definitely, and she had to work at 6. So that's definitely more than 2 hours. So we don't need to do this reading anymore. Let's not do that. Why don't you put away instead of reading? And then you, my dear, need to do your homework. Do homework. You're going to go sit at the table. She came home and autonomously set the table. And once you're doing that homework, we're going to come here and we are going to help with homework so that she gets focused. Obviously, you can get them focused first, but I sometimes find that right near the end, they get confident from doing their homework. And so I like them to have someone helping them because then they stay focused all the way through to the end. And then they may be confident afterwards, but they're not confident at the moment that they finish their homework. So that's what matters. So she's still only a C student. So she's only going to be able to do homework once because she's a C student. Because you need to be, C is the only level where you only have homework. If you're failing, so if you're F or D, you have extra credit work. No, you have makeup homework, I think is what it's called. And then obviously B and A is extra credit work. So you have 2 homeworks, 2 rounds of homework, but she won't because she's only a C student. So she's not going to be able to get through to the next part of this. She's all focused. How are you? It's kind of cold out there for you to go stargaze, but why don't you go, I was going to say, take a thoughtful shower. Because I kind of want to go over to Bramblewood and hope to get those spicy mushrooms. Oh, she got home, but she didn't get her promotion. But did she? Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, but she got to, I saw the little, the glowy, and that was from becoming a 3-star celebrity. So she has leveled up that. But we're actually going to leave this part here. I may take them over to the Bramblewood to see whether or not we can hang out there long enough to get those mushrooms, the mysterious mushrooms. There's 2 types. There's the one that's in the winter, and you can only get a midnight mushroom, I think, because there is a mysterious mushroom too, and I don't think we've found that one yet. But we'll try and see, maybe look into that in the next part. But that's going to be it for this part. Leave a like if you like the video. It really helps with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!